Hello folks and welcome to a Time for Tea design special. Today I'll be using the Toadally Awesome set to make this cute 6x6 card. I start by making my background. Here I'm picking the stamps that will make up the pattern backdrop. Using clear embossing ink, I stamp the largest image I've selected, in this case a frog that's cheerfully looking for a hug. I stamp several times, not forgetting to rotate often and stamp off the edge, and across the whole page. I cover with clear embossing powder, tapping off the excess, placing the remainder back into the tub, and heat embossing to seal in place. I repeat this several times with the smaller stamps, completing the rest of the scattered pattern. These stamps are the lily pad and the dragonfly. Sorry that it might be a struggle to see the images yet, but I promise all will be revealed shortly. I wipe my plate clean and I begin using distress inks. White Persimmon, worn lipstick, spiced marmalade, dried marigold, fossilized amber and squeezed lemonade. I use the lighter colours first and use the spritz bottle to add water across the inks. I simply place the card into the ink in order to cover most areas. I then use my heat gun to give it a dry. And I do the same again with differing colours using the same process, each time excitedly awaiting the next reveal as the embossing resists and the colours layer up. I spritz my fingertips with water and splatter the water droplets across the page. I also experiment by rubbing some water over a dragonfly. As I dab away the water, it lifts some of that colour. I continue to surround the other dragonflies with water to create the same glowing orb look. Using one of the Time for Tea brushes, I go in with warm lipstick to add a subtle rosy tint back into just the dragonflies. This adds a glow of colour all of their own and lifts and highlights the embossed image. Using squeezed lemonade, I just top up any embossed image that may otherwise look lost and washed out by blending a bit of colour back in. I use a tissue paper to remove any excess ink from the raised embossing. I've selected my favourite area and I'm cutting it down to size for my 6x6 card base. Using black Memento Ink, I've stamped several water lilies, smiling frogs, lily pads and dragonflies, either for spares or in case I'm not happy with my colour choices. I select my Copics and make a small swatch before I colour each or at least one of each image in. I use a white Sakura Jelly Roll pen to add any highlights. Using the beautifully designed die set to match, I use low tack tape over the dies to hold in place as I run them through my Sizzix. I thoroughly enjoy how easy it is to cut out these lovely images and to remove them from their dies. Now I must mention Time for Tea provides these dies in a lovely and presentable set. I have used these many times and now place them on a magnetic sheet for safekeeping. Carefully placing everything away, I can now choose my sentiment. I opt for "You are totally awesome." I stamp "You are" and "Awesome" onto a white cardstock and use the cleverly designed matching dies to cut them out. I return to my background to mark out a band of white space I would like in order to break up the pattern. After placing it through my Fisker's guillotine, I decide I want a white border and trim a sliver off each background piece. For my Toadally sentiment, I use clear embossing ink with white embossing powder on black cardstock for contrast. I made two as I hadn't quite made up my mind with the best way to present it. I place one through with the Time for Tea die and hand cut the other into a banner. After I briefly experiment with the composition, I decide to restamp and emboss the other sentiment pieces onto black instead to help with the coordination. I turn over my background pieces and stick them down with double-sided tape. With Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue, I stick the lily pad to the frog for it to sit on, and use foam pads to raise the water lily and them collectively for some dimension. I do the same for the sentiment and the accompanying dragonfly. And I am excited to share with you a totally awesome Time for Tea card walkthrough special. If you'd like to find out more from Time for Tea, I'll leave all information in the description below. As always, feel free to leave a comment and share your makes with me. Thank you for watching, folks, and until next time, bye! You are totally awesome.